great. All this for nothing. I'm wearing a Bills hoodie, not just because the Bills won, but because I just feel like wearing it. Because I gotta talk about this Leafs game, and holy crap. That game was absolutely 100% bull. As they lose 2-1 in overtime to, wait for it, the Minnesota Wild. And instead of getting a win, we end up getting 1 point on this trip. And we have to go home with 1 point in hand. I'm just sour at it. Oh my god. And to think that we just actually had this game in the bag, this game in overtime, we end up having a chance to win this game. But no, we end up blowing ourselves again. Oh my god. Oh my goodness gracious. And worst case scenario, Leafs are 6-5-2. And of course we draw a point in the end. Why do I always have to endure this bourgeois? I love my Leafs. Well, I'm actually wearing a Bills hoodie, but I don't care. I love my franchise. I love my Leafs so much. And to lose in overtime to this is just ridiculous. Oh my god, where do I begin with this game? Well, first period was, oh yeah, I think it was Hartway actually scoring the goal, and it's 1-0 Minnesota. It was a little bit back and forth, but he scores to make it 1-0. They actually go into review and say, oh, that thing got kicked in. It kicked in. No, it's actually Tavares puts it in, and it's actually it's a 1-0 Wild lead, and I'm like, that puck should not count. It's no goal on Minnesota. It should be 0-0. But no, we end up having the Wild score first, and I'm like, that does not count, but they had to review it. It went off Tavares' stick, and that's what happens. Yes, of course, even worst case scenario, Leafs end up taking penalties for that. Leafs go on the power play in the 5 minutes of this game, and I'm like, okay, this is it. We have a chance to tie this game, and William Nylander ties this game up at 1, and we're like, yes, sir. We tied this game up at 1. Let's go. Oh, we got on the power play. Yeah, that slump took freaking forever for that to happen. I don't know. It took for ages for that. Oh, yeah. Last time they won, got a power play goal in the road. I don't remember, but last time we actually did score a power play goal was, oh, yeah, against Boston. Game 2. I don't care. And then, of course, guess what happens next when the Leafs actually did score? And Leafs scored a power play goal. Thank God they scored. Thank God. That's when the second period comes in. And, my God, this game went back and forth like a freaking pendulum out of nowhere. I was looking, the game is like this, game like that. Everyone's trying to score. And I'm like, what are we doing? We have to score. Luckily, we actually did, however, end up, saving a penalty, killing off a penalty because Tanev got a penalty in the Diamonds the first period, and it hurts. And now we go to the second period, short-handed, but we end up killing that. And it was a bit of back and forth. We try to shoot it, and they don't shoot. Okay, then they shoot. I'm like, what is going on? Is this some kind of a joke? It goes on like back and forth. Like, come on, just shoot the damn puck. I'm getting flashbacks to what happened when the Leafs took on the Jets last year in 2024. This past season, excuse me. And, of course, in 2023, when Leafs took on the Wild at home, where they end up winning the game. Third period was just... And, of course, OEL takes a penalty. And for what? Oh, that's right, a rough and then a cross-check. So, 4 minutes for OEL. Great. But luckily, Storlaws was able to make the save. And, like, oh my God, what a save by Storlaws. Imagine if that actually did not... If that goal went in, I would have been like... Ugh. But he actually did. Third period was just, we killed off the 2 minutes in the second period, and then the third period we killed it off. We had some chances in the third, but we didn't. Now let's go into overtime. We're like, okay, we're gonna start 3-on-3. Leafs Wild are 0 for 1. I think it was like 0 for 1 in 3-on-3s. I think we have a chance, but no. What happened? Domi turns it over. Oh, stupid line change. And the Wild comes in, and they ruin the end. And that's it. They score on a 2-on-freaking-0. And that's how the game ends. Oh my God. How can you make this up? The Leafs had 2 points in hand in overtime. And what does it result in? Oh yeah, the Wild decide to ruin it like it's like we're the heroes of the day. And they end up winning the game while the Leafs get 1 point in return. And we go out of Minnesota with 1 point. We get 1 point out of 4. That's not saying much. It's stupid. Jesus Christ. How is it even possible that the Leafs come to Minnesota guns blazing, end up blowing the damn thing, and we sucked? The Minnesota Wild, they're a laughing stock. They didn't win any playoff games. Oh yeah, they made it past. They didn't make it past the first round more times than the Leafs did. And look at us. We played like crap. I mean, Leafs won against the Wild. Hat trick on Matthews. Leafs won over the Wild. 4-3 in overtime in Sweden. And now this is different. We end up losing in overtime. Leafs deserve 2 points, man. Out of 3 points we deserve. But I don't care. So you know what? I think I'm going to cut it out. Leafs take on the Bruins, and we have to win against the Bruins. Plain and simple, we have to win.